Will Farrell. Okay. Okay, thank you. Stacy Persh. Very good. We have our lineup in place. So we will be, if you would kindly state your name and if you represent somebody, please. We'll begin with you. Yes.
Hi, and thanks for having me. My name is Darin Tripoli. I'm owner of Sunshine Vape in Rhode Island. We have 3 stores, one here in beautiful Providence, one in Warwick, and one in South Kingstown. About 10 years ago when we started this business, we never saw the political war on vaping and electronic cigarettes. We never saw that coming, and I got to tell you, it's been a roller coaster. Shortly after opening, we were downstairs fighting for the legal age to be raised to 18 to be able to purchase these cigarettes. That was vape shop owners taking this in their own hands to regulate at the State House for the age of 18. When 21 came around, we did not even bark. You know, we understand that things are coming down the pipeline like medical or recreational marijuana that, let me remind you, has a lot of flavors and products that have been on the market, you know, since Prohibition, cotton candy flavored gin. You know, I got to tell you, I've been selling vape for a very long time, and my average customer base is 44 years old. They're probably some of your friends or relatives, and I help a lot of people quit smoking every day. I hate coming here because I can't help another human being quit smoking. Either way, I submitted about 1,000 signatures that I collected within 5 days in my 3 stores. It was a generic petition fighting all flavor bans and also putting towns and cities in charge of local tobacco laws. But I'm a vape shop owner, and I'm calling for more enforcement and harsher penalties on laws that we've had on the books for a very long time. I've made the phone calls to Providence City Hall to report underage sales, and it's literally a laughing matter. Nobody wants to take the call. There is zero enforcement. If the health department wants to get up here and say that it's a child epidemic or something like that, it's their fault. They're not conducting any tests themselves. They're not enforcing any of the laws we have on the books. They are basically putting through this legislation under the flavor ban executive order brought to us by Gina Raimondo, which was prompted by the marijuana cartridge scare that had people having lung illnesses across the country, which we all know was found out to be dirty marijuana in cartridges. You know, Connecticut, they can't pass flavor bans. They can't beat it in legislation. Same thing in New Hampshire. And I got to tell you, if you're a smoker, the absolute worst state to be is our neighbor, Massachusetts. They are literally preventing people from quitting smoking. In 2022, they're preventing people from quitting smoking with all of these options. Also, the Vape Advisory Board that they used in this executive order to pass this flavor ban is a literal joke. It's a dog and pony show. They bus in, you know, kids who don't pay taxes, all wearing the same color shirt to speak something that they don't even know much about. I'm sad every day because I don't know when the last day is that I could help save one of your relatives. And putting bills like this through is a literal death bill. The blood would be on your guys' hands. You know, and with those 1,000 signatures I collected in 5 or 5.5 days, there's hundreds more to come.
Thank you.
I have so much more to say. So if you guys have any questions.
Yes, we do have a question from one of the senators, but I would encourage any of the witnesses who don't get a chance to finish testifying beyond the 4 minutes, you are welcome to submit any additional written testimony to the Clerk of Judiciary or S legislation our
Do you mind if I
legislature.
just add that in 2019, I paid over $500,000 in tax to the state of Rhode Island, and in
Yeah.
2022, you'd be lucky to see a
I
quarter of
believe a
that.
senator has a question for you, sir.
Unbelievable.
Senator Archambault.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. You're a business owner, you're working hard, you've grown your business to multiple towns. I'm with you on pretty much everything you've said, except just a couple of points, and I don't want to sound like I'm coming down on you. The Department of Health, as much as they seem like the enemy, I don't think their heart is misplaced. I think they're very sincere, and the overall goal here is to stop juveniles from using, vaping, any type of thing that's prohibited from them. Where I have a problem, though, is when we try to take a paternalistic law, meaning like seat belts or helmet laws, or, we're going to say, like an alcohol law, you can't use it over under 21. That's a paternalistic law. Same thing with cigarettes. That we're going to say, as a governmental body or as a society, that we're not going to let adults exercise their free will and have the ability to either get off cigarettes or something that's more harmful to their well-being than vaping, and that may be the medium they use, or, I won't search for analogies. The other problem I have is the inconsistency with what we're about to do in this General Assembly. We have marijuana law that's probably going to pass. You're going to see it legalized this year with all these different flavors and everything else, and I'm not against, I signed that bill finally after 10 years. I'm not against consenting adults using marijuana anywhere they want in their own homes and whatever in the bounds of that bill. But how could I possibly say that, sign on to that bill, and then say to you, I'm going to vote against adults being able to use vaping? I think the remedy lies in strict regulations that oversee your stores like they would with tobacco and alcohol, and then harsh penalties if you fold and you sell it to kids, because the police will use sting measures on a routine basis to target stores and try to find people, and we do. I prosecute for some towns.
We welcome
and
that, yeah.
And I'm sure you do. And you're sincere. That's the reason I'm against it. Is adults, in my mind, shouldn't be banned. Nobody's going to persuade me differently with what we're about to do with marijuana. Thank you.
Thank you.
A quick
Excuse
response?
me. Excuse me.
All right. I thought it was a question. I'm sorry.
No. If we have a question for you, we will ask you.
Madam Chair, seeing that so many witnesses have folded, if he may, I'd consent to letting him just
Very
respond
good,
briefly. Thank you.
Senator.
Oh, okay. So real quick, the solution may be, and maybe some people in this room might not like hearing it, but the solution is to enforce the laws we have on the books and allow these products to be sold in adult-only stores that have maybe one violation in 10 years of selling vape products. And that one violation is in a store that doesn't even exist anymore. So, adult-only stores solves everything. Because where are the kids getting it? From gas stations that don't have 99% of their products being vape, and the clerk does not know anything about the product nor care. The turnover rate in those places is very high, where a dedicated vape shop would solve this youth epidemic that I don't even believe exists.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments from committee members? If not, we will go to our next witness, Lisa.